contagious.
It
It is not.
possessed.
Possessed.
I'm
I
not.
am not.
Caged in
Caged in
ignorance.
ignorance. You decide to boycott. Opinions and solutions.
I've had enough.
I've had enough.
Freedom to share.
Freedom to share without fear of handcuff. I wish to heal.
My name is Payal Ramchandani. I am a Kuchipudi dancer, which is a South Indian dance form, and I am the choreographer and artistic director for Just Enough Madness. So, Just Enough Madness is a dance theatre production rooted in the Kuchipudi style, which is a South Indian classical dance style. It deals with the issues surrounding mental health. Collectively, as a society, we've created this huge barrier with our perception of normal. So, Just Enough Madness is essentially a coming together of 5 pieces where we talk about mythology. Myths are teachers, myths are never static, they move in time. And the key lies in decoding these myths to make them pertinent for today's audiences. So, we have a taboo, which is a piece that talks about skewed practices and orthodox practices that surround mental health, like exorcism, through very real characters and their struggles with the stigma that surrounds mental health. It's a struggle for survival, it's a struggle for existence. We're also exploring the idea of motherhood, and I have chosen 3 different women, 2 of which are very strong characters in mythology. And it's an attempt to look at depression that would arise from guilt, depression that would arise from abandonment, depression that would arise from not being able to connect with one's child. It's a dance music collaboration, and it's a fantastic team of musicians. I have collaborated with Supriya Nagarajan, who is the composer and the singer for Just Enough Madness. And there is Hari Bhaskar from India, a wonderful composer, young composer, Praveen Pratapan and Pratap Ramachandra from the UK. Praveen plays the flute, and Pratap Ramachandra is the percussionist. We have Duncan Chapman as the soundscape artist, and we have Naomi Pereira on the western flute. This has been a one-of-a-kind experience. We've worked on the projects thus far online over Zoom. I've also collaborated with Divya Ravi, a beautiful Bharatanatyam dancer. Bharatanatyam is another South Indian classical dance style. We're in Dance City today, which is in the northeast of England, and this is the first time that we're actually meeting together in a room, which is absolutely amazing. We've really waited for this to happen.
Payal spoke to me about Just Enough Madness, and the idea inspired me. I loved the idea. I loved the idea of projecting that art form through the subject of mental health. And so, hence, Just Enough Madness was born. And I helped Payal think through the idea, sort of act as a guide. The music has been specifically selected to reflect the mood of the lyrics. The lyrics were written by Arjun Bharadwaj, who is based in India, and it's all in the language Sanskrit, one of the oldest traditional languages of India. So to do justice, the ragas or the scales that have been selected to portray the emotion behind the words has been very careful and methodical and thought out. So it ranges from euphoria to melancholy to in-depth sadness, and then again joy. And then it is dotted with the beautiful sounds of the percussion and the flute.
So from my point of view, what's really interesting about this project is that it's a really diverse range of strands coming together. So I've been working at home, connected via the internet to these wonderful musicians in loads of different places, creating a sound environment where the music can sit that reinforces the dance. So there are lots of layers, some of which are very traditional and some which are very new.
There is a conventional way of lighting dance and a conventional way of lighting theatre, and this project seems to want to combine the two of them, which I find really interesting. Payal have a very specific emotional kind of idea of what each individual piece is trying to convey, and I'll interpret that into a colour palette and also the use of shadows as well. So where a light is positioned in a space will make Payal's face look different depending on her spatial relation to where that light is, because there's a lot of storytelling that goes on Payal's face.
I really hope for this experience to be extremely immersive for the audience who's coming to watch it. I hope that they take back something from this that stays with them for a very long time. And I hope they just go back with a little more compassion in their hearts, with a little more love.
हृदयो भग्नः